Sometimes the bravest thing that we can do is take another step forward, because there's power in taking that step forward. There's a magic to it because it's creation. Your decision, Libra, to take a step forward is creating a momentum, which is directing energy. That's what momentum is. So it's good to feel good about everything that you do that is not giving up, that has decided to wake up the next day and get out of bed and do specific things that you think and bring them to life. There has been judgment on you coming from yourself, of course. There has been this sense of, well, it's not good enough. It's not enough. You're not doing enough. And yet through all that criticism, there has continued to be steps forward. You've continued to take steps forward. And I think the criticism gets the strongest when you don't achieve anything, you haven't arrived, or you haven't moved quickly. But universally, there is no criticism. There's just a notation. Oh, this is the direction that Libra wants to move. We're going to help the flow. We're going to follow along. That's how you connect with the universe, is momentum, directing energy, focusing energy. And it is through focusing energy that you have literally talked to the universe and said, well, this is how I want it. And it might have taken a very long time. But the universe doesn't really know time. It doesn't care. What it cares about is energy and where it's flowing. And you have made a certain kind of magic by dedicating yourself every day, at least once a day, to taking another step along this path. You're future forward, you're future focused. And every little step you take is another light that you've created. Now, you haven't gotten much help. And it is part of what has harmed you, because you are the ruler of the house of partnership. You are who directs the flow of how to work with somebody else to achieve something, an end goal. How another person's energy and your energy can work together. How that's its own kind of magic. But there has been something that you really haven't shared with anybody, a deep wish. And there comes a time, Libra, when you just have to stop wishing, when the wishing doesn't work anymore, when the wishing is an understatement of how badly you want something. And that's the time that you're in now. That even if you're scared, or even if you are unsure and you're risking ridicule, you can't care anymore, because wishing isn't fulfilling anymore. Where's the partnership? Have you shared your wishes with somebody else? Along your journey right now, you're at the point where you can't do this by yourself anymore. You have to involve somebody else to share in your world with you, to share in that dream. And sometimes that's really scary, because you protect it and you shelter it and you become very comfortable with it just being a part of your own little safe space. And welcoming in somebody to that safe space is frightening. Will I even be as interested once other people start putting their 2 cents in? your momentum is not so fragile. You are not so fragile. You've lacked an energy. It's been this lack of energy, this lack of help, this lack of other people actually helping you. Have you told them? Have you shared this? You haven't shared this. And that's why this card came out in reverse, asking, begging to be in upright. You haven't shared your wishes. You haven't shared your dreams. You have walked too long alone. Now it's time to share, to open up your mouth and say, see, this is my goal, all my intentions, my real desires, my true trajectory. I just saw 555. It's all changing. You're about to let somebody into your world. Share your dreams and wishes with somebody else, and then you can manifest together. And it will not be as exhausting, and it'll be so much more fulfilling for you. If you felt this drain, it is because you've been lonely too long. You could be married. This doesn't have anything to do with that. This has to do with, have you told your partner what you're working on? Have you shared it? Have you trusted enough in the partnership to allow it to join in and help you create more momentum? That's the question. And that's what's lacking right now. You ready? That's what this tells me. Because these are roots that have grown very, very deep and very certain. The work has been done. The deep work has been done. In terms of, it could very well be how you look, in terms of your looks, your ideal image for yourself. It's almost like you want to be sure that you look perfect, that everything is thought about and thought of, and that you present yourself. It's almost like if you don't present yourself perfectly, it doesn't matter. It's not deep enough. You're really hard on yourself. You lose interest very quickly in things that maybe don't give you that rush, that sensation of, look how gorgeous it is. Look how gorgeous she is. This is scary. It's just scary. This is fear. You want it to be real so badly that maybe you're afraid of people knowing that it's not real, of seeing that you have to work hard in order to maintain what you do. There's this level of let people in on the effort. It'll actually help you continue the effort. You're losing momentum because you're taking momentum away from you. You're pulling yourself back. Things aren't always pretty and beautiful. You know what I'm like, but that's not it. That's not what I want to say. It isn't always going to be excitement. You're not always going to look the best. In other words, why do you need that level? It's like you need that level of perfection for everything to be pristine and beautiful in order for you to fucking stick with it, or you lose interest. This time has got to be different. You've got to get through the murkiness. You've got to get through the messiness. Stick with it. Please, it gets ugly sometimes. It gets hard sometimes. Please stick with it. You may need to just get angry, get pissed, get mad, get frustrated. Be those things out loud. Go ahead, do it. Talk to yourself if you have to, but please keep going, one step at a time. You're frustrated right now. Something has not come through. Something isn't as beautiful or perfect as you want it to be. The solution to your problem? Get up the next day and start over. Not from the beginning, from where you are. Every day is a new day. And I know that something is it's just frustrating you right now because it's hard for you to stick with something. It's hard for you to see things to fruition. It's hard for you to keep going, especially part of what will help you is your partner. Share what you want to do with them. You can gain steam and momentum from them. They can be sort of like your secret weapon or the secret storage of more energy. But this is rooted in your ideals of beauty. This level of the standard that you've set that like gets you disappointed in situations quickly. It's like you have a standard of beauty that is fantastical. It's not even steeped in reality. And there's so much beauty to reality that if you would see that and accept that, you'd get less frustrated with yourself because what you're going through is a lot more aligned to reality than it is to fantasy. That makes it actually so much more powerful, Libra. Let's get into the main part of the reading. Lots of cards. It's not certain, and this bugs you. It bothers you that there's so much uncertainty around this right now. You want to take control of it. You're a cardinal sign, Libra. You want to be able to direct this and conduct it and see that it's going in the direction that you want it to go, but there's so much ambiguity around it still. And this is why you need to partner with somebody. You need to use their eyes. You need to use their perspective. You need to trust them to see where into places that you cannot. There is still a lot of potential here. There's untapped potential. But things are still uncertain. And that's frustrating. You're pissed. You're pissed. This is Gemini energy. Playful, happy, on the surface. This is what you're trying to keep up. This facade of, oh, everything is okay. I believe everything is going right. It's bullshit. You're worried. You're frustrated. Blow up. Explode. Libra, you don't have to be nice and judicious every fucking day. Get pissed. Like you're putting on this mask of, oh, everything's okay. Everything is not okay. Everything is not okay. And when you blow off some steam and get real, maybe that's when you break through. Wisdom. This is Aquarius energy. You're going to get a breakthrough in terms of information. Finally understanding why everything is happening the way that it is. And that information is going to settle you, at least a bit, of finally, there's clarity. Finally, there's clarity shed on this fucking circumstance. Finally. But now what's the next step? How do we fix it? You've got some more time ahead. This is Cancerian energy. You know, be in it for the long haul. Go step by step. Take things slowly. This is, Tortoise energy reminds us to enjoy the race. You're not in the race to win it. You're in the race to enjoy doing it. So enjoy that. Focus on that for now as you move forward. But this is sort of, You're in this for the long haul. And the bottom line is you didn't want to be. You didn't want this to take as long as it's taking. But now you see there's no other fucking way. But there is. It's almost like just when you get comfortable settling in and making the decision, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up until this works out, no matter how long that it takes. That's when the breakthrough comes and the push forward happens. Right now, all you can see is the beauty of the moment. This is your energy. This is Libra energy. Finding a way to make it through this in-between ambiguous period that's frustrating the living crap out of you. But that's what you're doing. It's your only choice. It's like, let me say it this way. You don't like to blend in. You want to stand out. But as glamorous as you are and as beautiful as the flamingo's coloring is, they may stand out amongst other animals, but they don't stand out amongst themselves. You want to stand out. You want to discern yourself. You want to be recognized as something other than, not just a part of the crowd. You're like, when am I going to break free? When am I going to break forward? When am I going to, when am I going to fucking cut loose? This is more Cancer energy. Transcending past your current state of being. Magic works through you. It's in the momentum that you create that is going to create this fantasy you have for real. So it's up to you is what this card is saying. The magic is working through you. You are the magic. The problem is you don't want to. You want this to happen to you. For it to be real magic for you, it has to happen to you. It has to be all of a sudden and magical and fantastical. It's that perspective of magic that is fucking ruining your momentum. Because that's not what magic is. Magic in the 3D world is slow and pedantic, and that's how you get places. It's dirty, it's ugly, and it's mucky. Once you accept that, Libra, you'll get your momentum back because you'll realize there's actually nothing wrong with my trajectory. It's actually dead on. Release that poison that sits in your belly right now and makes you want to just lash out at people. Release that anger, release that temper. Share it with somebody. Tell somebody what you're feeling. Tell somebody what your goals are and how disappointed you are. Get it off your chest. Complain. Let them know. This is how you wanted things to go. This is how you saw things happening. And it's unacceptable to you right now, the fucking shit that you have. You don't want to wait. At the very least, share your frustration. I want to be identified as the seat of all beauty. I want to be recognized as special and stand out and have people not be able to take their eyes off of me. And I want to know why that breakthrough isn't happening. Because you haven't spoken up before. You keep saying it's all okay. You keep letting it go. You have to nag and nag and nag. You have to be unfair, right? Not really unfair, but what you consider unfair. You have to be unfair. You're never going to be unfair, Libra, but that's what you have to be. Your self-criticism, your high standards of fairness are getting in your way. This is fair. It is fair for you to complain and bitch and moan and be angry and be irritable and be irritated. It is absolutely okay for you to do that out loud. And that's how you're going to stand out, is the squeaky wheel gets the oil. If you want help, you're going to have to squeal for it. The biggest part of cardinal signs is nobody helps them. Nobody ever offers to help a cardinal sign, because cardinals have the energy of just the momentum. I know what I want. I know what I want to do. Everybody else usually like sits back and like lets them take the lead. But you secretly, inside all cardinal signs, we freaking want somebody to help us out. We don't want to be out there all by ourselves, especially not you. Trailblaze. How are we supposed to make this work with somebody? How can we work through other people and collaboration to get this done? The secret is use your secret weapon, use your secret tool, use partnership to get you progress. But first, you got to talk about it with somebody. You've been keeping this too close to yourself. You've been living too much in a solitary world when it comes to this. Part of the reason why you're not getting anywhere. Let's go into the angel messages, see what they have to, how they can illuminate this circumstance for us. Mindfulness. Ooh. Be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. One of the best and most beautiful ways to invest in a partnership or show somebody that you love and trust them is to ask for their help. Understand that somebody wants to help you. Probably somebody that you've been snapping at and rejecting. Somebody wants to partner with you. They want to see you succeed. The secret is, will you let them? They may not be the ideal person right now. And it doesn't have to be romantic partnership. But this is a sense of, if somebody's offering you help, take it. Because they're sincere. Know that they just really want to see you succeed. And they're probably the person that you're lashing out at the most, because they're a safe place. But ultimately, be mindful of the way you're behaving toward this person that is stepping up or wants to step up to help you. Be mindful that there are people who do want to step up to help you. They may not be your ideal. It doesn't matter. Take the help. Love. The heart of love is the heart of creation. All is possible through love. All is worthwhile for love. May all you think and feel reflect love's eternal truth. See, this is where you're stuck. You want love. What about love of what you do? No, that's not good enough. You need to fall in love. You need to find love on this journey. You need to fall in love with the person that you're working with. That will make it exciting for you, right? And it seems like nobody is wetting your whistle. Unless you're in a long-term partnership. In which case, I will say this for you guys. The divide that you've been feeling is actually the lack of partnership that you've been feeling. You're losing interest in this project because maybe your partner has lost interest in the project or hasn't had enough time to give you. The project and your partner and the attention that you get from them isn't as linked anymore. And you are gravitating toward where your partner is going. And so you're losing interest in what really interested you, because what was really interesting about this project was that it gave the two of you something to work on together. And now that that's not happening, you're losing your momentum. So this is, you definitely have to go to your partner and say, I need you back here. I need you back here focusing and helping me finish this, please. I need you back here. Say it. But see, you want the magic, right? You want to not have to say it. You want the whole romance of them just knowing and it all working out perfectly. No, this is time for you to step up and let them know what you need from them. That had to come out for somebody. Sacred source. We, your angels, are here to remind you of your magnificence. You are literally an angel in the making, a being of eternal love and light, forever one with God, Goddess, and all creation. $25.25. You're frustrated. I could feel it. And the angels really just want to like break through to you and be like, come on, girl. You know you're fucking beautiful. Come on, man. You know you're fucking hot. Remember your own value. Remember it. Blue angel. I, Archangel Michael, am here by your side. I am all around you and will forever protect you. Remember this whenever you feel fearful. I love you. All is well. See, this is you going back to your sense of self. It is very difficult for a Libran to feel whole without a partner, but you don't have to. It's almost like stop looking to feel whole. You're going to complete this with one shoe on. You're going to complete it with one shoe on. That's what the whole message was. These circumstances are not ideal, Libra. You have to show the universe you can stick it out. You can make it through. With one shoe on, one shoe off, you got to finish this race. That's the challenge here. You're protected. You're loved. You have divine intervention all around you, supporting you. You know, forget about the cheers from the crowds. Forget about the, pomp and circumstance. Forget about all of that. Focus, show the world that you can focus on getting things finished, bringing it to fruition. This is all about conducting yourself through a portal to reach a higher sense of yourself. A completion inside of who you are instead of always on the outside from other people. Why are you being tested this way? Because there's something that you're involved in that's supposed to be manifested, and you have to get to manifesting it. Whether the situations are ideal or not. The universe isn't trying to make you comfortable. It's trying to make you great. Let's go into tarot, because I really want to see what it reveals. The link is below. I'll see you guys over there.